Right, hi. So I decided to do a vlog series. Okay, so it's nice to have a vlog every day, apparently. It seems to make sense to me. You know, it's like a sort of form of discipline. Yeah. Yeah, I've been reading these Don Juan books, the Carlos Castaneda books, and so I'm tending to drift off into sort of like dream space. That's not very good for making videos, so I need to be more together and more grounded. Okay, so what do I need to do here? I need to be more grounded, so I've got to like deal with certain issues like the smoking and the drinking, the negative attitude about things. You know, I've got this negative attitude about a lot of stuff, you know, and it's like I really am aware that I need to sort of turn it, you know, transform it into something positive. It just seems obvious, you know. Nobody's pointed this out to me. You've got your own ways of dealing with me, like, you know, like just stop watching my videos, maybe. I don't blame you at all. You know, you're doing the right thing with you guys. You know, it's like if I'm not pulling my weight, then why would you bloody try and support me? You know, just let me go. You know, that's what I would do. Ah, dear. Okay. So I've got this feeling like that I should try and make my videos more like valuable to people, you know, put in interesting information and stuff like that, you know, about magnesium supplements and things, you know. But I also realise, you know, there's some part of me, another part of me realises that loads of people are doing this already, you know. There's no need for me to do it. If you know what minerals your body needs, you can just do like a little search on YouTube or on Google or something about magnesium supplements, and you can find all you need to know. I mean, I could save time for you, I suppose, you know, by telling you what the best supplements are for you. And it doesn't make my channel grow. It doesn't make people like interested in what I'm doing. You know, on the one hand, I don't want my channel to grow too much, but on the other hand, I do want it to grow. You know, growth is important. You know, it's to do with strength, and in order to basically, it's a survival mechanism. I need to be strong so I can survive, but I also need to be hidden, you know, and camouflaged. I don't want people attacking me, you know, because I'm strong, and you know, I'm just like a new growth. This is one of the main reasons why I'm keeping my channel small. I'm a new growth, you know, and we are the most succulent sort of food for the predators. Dear. And it's kind of really important, and to know about this kind of stuff. You know, if you're doing the work, you have to be able to protect yourself from various types of predators when people do the work. which when the reason you're not seeing loads of people doing the work is because when most people start doing the work, or when they try to do the work, they get gobbled up by all the predators. That's why there's not many people doing the work. And that's why I'm keeping my channel small, you know, to sort of stay sort of out of the the consciousness and the perception of all the predators. You know, I want to stay hidden. It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, it makes sense to me. It doesn't. The thing is, right? I'm on this other side of the left and right brain thing. I'm working from the right side, the right brain. So I'm not interested in encouraging left brain people to like my channel. I don't want left brain people, and I know the vast majority of you are left brain people, and I know there's going to be some left brain people who are going to watch my videos occasionally. So I have to make this sort of like continual emphasis on not being very popular and making my channel sort of, you know, a bit weird and like yeah. See, the thing is, right, I'm really looking at a long-term view of this. So the reason I'm leaving these stupid videos up is that people can see in the future, you know, that they're just like me. You know, they're stupid as well. I'm stupid in the early stages. I'm making loads of mistakes. You know. That's perfectly natural. You know, it's perfectly natural to make loads of mistakes, and it's a good thing, you know. I've just recently made a video about Don Juan's books. I mean, I could read some quotes out. I might have actually looked for a quote now, actually, thinking about it. Okay, I just opened the book, you know, it's just a random quote, right? There was, he said, a dangerous gap between my mobility in the second attention and my insistence on immobility in my awareness of the daily world. He remarked that the gap between the two was so great that in my daily state I was nearly an idiot, and in the second attention I was a lunatic. It kind of describes me quite well, doesn't it? Anyway, let's carry on, right? Before I went home, I took the liberty of discussing my dreaming visions of the shadows world with Carol Tiggs. Although Don Juan had advised me not to discuss them with anybody, right, she was most understanding and most interested, since she was my total counterpart. Don Juan was definitely annoyed with me for having revealed my troubles to her. I felt worse than ever. Self-pity possessed me, and I began to complain about always doing the wrong thing. And Don Juan says, "You have done nothing. You haven't done anything yet." Don Juan snaps at me. That much I know. Okay, I want to talk about some other things, because using Carlos Castaneda's terminology, my predilection is for talking about the problems and the worthlessness and the what's it called? It's really hard for me to think of the words. The derogatory nature, the egregious nature of the written word. This is my predilection. And sometimes, you know, when you get to a point where things, you don't know what to do and you don't know what to say and you don't know what to do, how to deal with reality, your best defense is to go to your passions, your predilections. And for me, it's about talking about the written word being a great evil. So, right, you know, just to start off, I just want to because this is my defense, right? Socrates said the written word was a terrible idea. The Book of Enoch states that the written word is a terrible idea. As far as I understand it, the Bible's in several places in the Bible, from the beginning, the middle, and the end of the Bible, it talks about the written word being a great evil. And if you have any problems understanding that, just leave a message in my comments section and ask me to explain it. I'll explain it to you in the written word. Okay, so what's the other reasons for me making this vlog, day one vlog? I don't seem to be making the progress that I would like to make, but this is typical of the work. You know, when you start out doing the work, you find that it's really difficult to make any progress. You know, you feel like you can, I'm really making progress now. You know, it doesn't really happen. For 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you don't make any progress. It's really hard to see how you've made any progress. On the other hand, I feel like I'm basically addicted to doing the work. It's like I've got enough into it. I've invested so much into it. It's like an investment, you know. I've invested into it, so I have to carry on. I have to look after my investment, you know. Which may seem counterintuitive. Maybe it's best to sort of cut my losses and run. On the other hand, I've been looking at successful people's way of explaining their success, and it does seem that a lot of these people, their success comes from persistence and determination, and, you know, just sticking with what you believe in, you know, and doing things that, like, for example, on here, I'm not getting any benefit, but in theory, in the long run, this could be a sort of backlog of my authenticity, you know, in order to get me to a position in the future where authenticity is the supreme value system. If someone's authentic, then the more value they have. So the fact that I'm building up this log of videos, it's going to provide me with authenticity. You know, I've got no problems talking about this because it's verifiably true. You know, you only have to look and see that people that are more authentic do better. You know, authenticity is like a sort of, it adds a zero onto your performance. You know, if you are 10 times better than you were, if you're more authentic, you're 100 times better than you were. You know, and you will make, you know, 10 times more profit. So in the long run, it's the most viable option. Although I can't see any obvious income coming from what I'm doing at the moment. I still feel impelled to do it because I feel that it's the right thing to do. Now, when it comes to the written word, I've come to this conclusion that it's a terrible idea in the long term. Now, in the short term, it might have lots of advantages. And we can see those advantages. We've got like things like mobile phones and computers and hydroelectric power stations and electricity, you know, supermarkets, the internet. You know, there's no end of all the benefits that we've got from, and they seem to be growing and growing. So, you know, what possible reason could I have to criticize all of this stuff? You know? Well, as I said earlier, Socrates, who's the father of philosophy, Western philosophy, he was totally against the written word. He's the grandfather. You know, he's the ultimate guy that started us off thinking properly and clearly, so that we could arrive at the Enlightenment in the 18th century, and then into the Industrial Revolution, and then into the Computer Revolution. He's the guy behind it all. We're all standing on his shoulders, you know. Okay, I've tried taking this tactic before. It doesn't seem to work. It doesn't seem to work. Oh, hello, viewer. I'll just open up the chat for you. Oh, you've done it already. Okay. Tasfula pranks. Ah, dear. You know, you can't help sort of taking a sort of view of someone, when you see their username, Tasfula. I like that. Pranks, no, not so much. Okay, I'm going to take what you say with a pinch of salt. But thanks for the comment, Tasfula, anyway. Ah, dear. Do I want to talk about that? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. China creates a machine god. Well, actually, I can engage with this. To me, I'm only at 1:15 in the afternoon. It's the afternoon. It's not tonight. I'm in Britain, so I'm guessing you're probably in the US, somewhere in America, if it's tonight for you. Oh, right. Okay, then. Is that Australia? Wow. Well, I'm glad you found my channel anyway. Okay, let me just finish. I'll go finish this video. You're distracting me, but do please carry on making comments, because you know, sometimes I can't think of what to say, but I have got an agenda. I've got to make this video. So where am I going with this? Oh, one of the other things I've come up with recently, I've been making really negative videos a lot of the time, and I've realized I've got to transform this into something more positive. It's for my own, it's like a sense of self-preservation. I'm a complete amateur, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But I've got basic ideas. You know, I should thank my viewers, you know, for watching, because just the very fact of thanking them makes them feel better about themselves. I don't know why. Apparently it does. You know, I'm not genuinely thankful because I haven't seen any rewards. But I'm going to tell you that I'm thankful, and I'm going to try and fake it. You know. so that, you know, it comes across like I really genuinely mean it. Although I just want you to be clear from the start, I don't really genuinely mean it, you know. I would like to, but I don't really know why I'm supposed to, you know, so it's really difficult for me to mean it genuinely, but I'm going to do the best I can, you know. So try and postpone judgment, because maybe some part of me will explode out of me and I will really genuinely mean it, you know. Who knows? I don't know. So here goes, right? Okay, thank you guys for watching. I know some of my stuff is pretty boring and tedious and a lot to deal with, and I really appreciate the fact that you've persevered and wasted your time watching my video when you could have been doing so much better, you know. So thanks again, and please watch again and subscribe to my channel and thumb up. And you're a big fool if you do. But anyway, thanks a lot. Cheers. That was pretty good, wasn't it? I like that. Okay, bye.